The other day, something popped into my mind that I hadn't thought about for the longest time. And it involved when I used to watch movies as a kid. And before the movie started, there was a gentleman who came on in a suit, brown hair, glasses, and he kind of used to warn you about the movie that you was about to watch. He would tell you what age certificate it was, and he'd explain what that age certificate meant before the movie started.
Whenever you rent or buy a video, you need to be sure that the film you choose is suitable for the audience at home. To help you, there are certificates given to films which tell you broadly what the film is like.
And this guy becomes such a familiar face to me. Every time I popped in a video, he would always pop up before the movie started. And you kind of thought to yourself, oh, it's this guy again. You know, and he kind of become like a friendly, familiar face. And it actually got to a point where I could repeat word by word what he was saying. For some reason, I didn't fast forward past him. I always watched what he had to say. And it just popped in my mind the other day. And I was just wondering if you remember him, if you're from the UK, especially, because I believe it was only in the UK that this guy appeared at the beginning of the videos, because it was the British Board of Film Classification, the BBFC. And this guy wore a suit, large glasses, and he calmly explained the age rating and why it was assigned to that movie. And I did a little bit of digging and I found that this man was actually called Simon Bates. He was dubbed the age certificate man over here in the UK, and he was a familiar face to the British audience, explaining film ratings on VHS tapes before the movie started. He was actually a radio DJ and he presented Top of the Pops, another TV show that aired over here in the UK. I think the main reason for this guy's presence on the videotapes was because for the longest time there was no age certificates on videotapes and people would buy them and they had no idea what they were in store for. I think it was back in 1984 when the Video Recording Act was passed and videos now had to have age certificates, but it took a few more years before Simon Bates would make his debut before the movie actually started, and I think that was in 1990. And like I said, this guy was on before most of your favourite movies, and he kind of become like a part of the family in a way. And I forgot about him for the longest time, and then the other day he just popped in my mind, and I just wondered, do you remember him? Do you remember Simon Bates telling you what to expect from the movie you was about to watch before you watched it?
An action film, it might have some violence. If it's romantic, it might have some sexy scenes or very brief nudity. It might also have some of the milder swear words. Video certificates are there to give you the chance to make an informed choice. They allow you to have peace of mind and be entertained. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the film.